Here you go. Yeah, just settle down. The cleric will be here soon. Just rest. Anna. Lieutenant Tascara. No worries. Hi. You look awful. Anna, you haven't slept in 2 days. You need to come rest. None of us have slept. All of us have at least gotten a cat nap. You have to come rest. The orcs could be at our doorstep again any moment. We need your sword. We need your magic. Come on. Please. Norris, there are still men bleeding out over by the creek. I can't just leave them. No one's asking you to leave them. Let someone else take care of it, yeah? It doesn't have to be you. Norris, why do you think I became a paladin? It's not just my devotion to my goddess. I'm not just out here preserving life or protecting life. I'm trying to do penance. You know that, right? What the hell do you need to do penance for, Anna? For my family. For your family? What has your family done wrong? They're just farmers. They're just living an honest, simple life. Anna, listen to yourself. There's a lot more to my family than just the 6 of us, you know? There's my cousin. Cousin? What cousin? The half-elf? You became a paladin because of her? I am convinced that yes, in part, I became a paladin. I was called to this order because of her. To restore some balance. Do you know how many lives she has stolen before their time? Do you think that my goddess would just let me watch that happen? Anna, I saw you chop a man in half earlier today. I mean, if we're talking about saving lives here, that's different, and you know it. I don't want to fight with you. You're not the enemy. Please, just... This is something I have to do. This is something that I'm called to do. You understand that, right? No. No, I don't. I don't understand what kind of goddess would require you to set yourself on fire like this, just to keep a few people warm. Like, I don't get it. And your cousin's sins are your cousin's sins. They're not yours. They don't fall on your whole household. They fall on her. Norris, you don't understand. She's not able to do her own penance. There's so many reasons. So many reasons why she's unable to do her own penance. I don't want to fight with you. I'm going back to the creek. Anna, you need to rest. You ran out of magic like 12 hours ago. Just because I can't use divine healing doesn't mean that I don't know field triage. Let me go. Anna, I love you. I know. So, please forgive me. Okay. Just gonna set you down right here. Just go sleep for a minute. I'm so sorry. Just sleep. Hey, last breath. There's still men down by the creek. Come on.
Hello and welcome to K&K Play D&D. I'm the first K, the Keith, and today is episode number 9 of Anna and Mokana Point 2.
Point 2 is, and we had to re-upload it. I'm the second K, Karin. Hope you really enjoyed that intro bit from Anna and Nowheres and that fabulous piece from tabletopaudio.com. Absolutely adored it.
Today's episode is brought to you by Squatters.
Let's get those dice rolling. Previously on K&K Play D&D, we thought we were doing everything right for once. We're taking care of people, we're trying to protect them, we're learning new skills, we're doing our best. I sent Anna away because I thought it was a good idea, but now she's gone at the time when we need her the most. Runt is missing, and Jolg might have taken him. We've had Kyle track him as far as we could out to this abandoned castle out here. But it doesn't look like anybody's home. I just pray that Runt is safe. We'll take a few minutes to kind of recalibrate, see how we're all doing, catch our breaths, and
Come up with a plan.
yeah, kind of scope out like what we can actually make out from this distance. See if there's any defining features that we can make out. Any particular like obvious entrances that we can make out.
All right. Why don't you all roll me a perception check again? This is the night of perception checks.
14.
Okay.
23. 12.
You all do see the gates. The mighty doors still stand erect, defiant against the time and ages that have passed.
Okay.
But other than that, they're up. That's way in, but you can't tell much more from this distance. You're outside the mist still.
Okay.
I'm guessing you guys haven't.
Yeah, we haven't
plunged in
gone in
yet.
yet. I put a lead on Kyle.
Okay, that was fine.
Yeah. And we make our way in.
You make your way into the mist, towards the castle, into those 20, 30 feet. The mist, well, is cold. Really
Great.
cold.
Excellent.
And the further in, it gets colder. Icy winds seem to sweep past, nipping at your heels. I need, well, all four of you to make con saves. Nowheres, you have advantage.
Do I?
Yes.
Is it because I'm a tiefling?
It's because of that amulet you have.
Hey, nice. Okay. So you said con save.
Uh-huh.
Correct. All right. So the higher of those is 19.
Okay.
I'm not used to finding my saves on my sheet.
You're welcome.
I'm learning a new skill, or I'm not learning a new skill. I'm exercising a skill, a rare skill. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I got there eventually. All right, and let's do Kyle next. He rolled a 14.
So 15 for him,
Okay.
plus 1.
Okay.
Who's next?
Tarur. Yeah, he's fine. They're probably fine. That's a 17.
That's fine. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's a 17.
All right. So it's cold. You guys are able to, shrug it off this time.
This time?
But under your feet, you feel the crunch of frost. Your breath is misting in front of you now.
Okay, question. Has it been this cold up by the keep? Up by...
No.
Huh.
No, it has
So
not.
are we really that far inland? Like, that we wouldn't be affected by the marine flow anymore? Or, like...
This is patchwork.
That's a very good point.
Yes.
It's a very good point.
All right. And you guys come to the mighty door of the castle. It is tall, foreboding, and closed.
Okay. Is there any obvious way in?
Why don't you guys make investigation checks?
I'll do it. Yeah, that's a 13.
Okay.
Is the door, easily get intoable? I didn't bring my thieves' tools.
Well, let me describe things for you.
Great.
So you got these big doors. There's frost on them. There's icicles hanging from the hinges. Like, huge icicles as thick as a man's leg or an orc's arm. But Frankie, as you're touching this gate and you're looking around, you see a small door off to the right that's probably like a guardhouse for people coming in and out. This is where they would be stopped by guards.
Gotcha. Okay.
Other than that, the gates still look very closed.
And I can't figure out a way to open them from my side.
Not from your side.
Are there any other entrances? Like, if I go around the side, is there like a kitchen entrance?
There's the guardhouse.
Okay. Does it appear that anybody's inside the guardhouse?
You can't tell right now.
Okay.
Where does Kyle seem to want to go?
Roll the perception check for him. This sniffing.
13. Yeah, 13.
He is heading to the guardhouse, or pulling you towards the guardhouse.
I cast... Oh, I don't want to do that. Never mind.
Okay. So Kyle is pulling towards the guardhouse.
Okay, I will cast Pass Without a Trace. I will expend 2 key points to do so.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I think I only used one in the battle.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so that's the total
Of your key
of
points.
my key points.
All right. So you guys now get to add 10 to whatever stealth rolls.
Woot woot.
Are you trying to stealth to guard
Oh,
towards
yeah,
the guardhouse?
yes. Oh, definitely.
Okay, so roll me your stealth checks. Nowheres you have disadvantage.
Right. And for Kyle, too, huh?
Yes, for Kyle too, please.
I think the other 21.
Okay.
I have a plus 10 plus 10. Does that mean it's actually 31? 31.
Yep. Rogues.
And I have disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, that's really good. That's not as good. 10 plus 2 plus 10 is 22.
Okay.
So,
That's good.
I mean, I'll take it. Kyle.
That is a +2.
Yeah, so that's a total of 13.
Okay.
And finally, blessed baby boy Tarur. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That'll be a 31 as well.
All right, nice. So, the 3 humanoids, your tiefling, dragonborn, and half-elf, are sneakily sliding through the misty shadows towards this guardhouse, while the dog is pulling them ahead.
I let go of the lead.
And he charges into the guardhouse.
Just straight in, like
Just
the
straight
door's
in.
open?
Yeah, the door is open.
Okay. Yeah, he does that.
Yeah, what do the 3 of you do?
I swear a little bit under my breath.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first one isn't under my breath, and then I catch myself and
Yeah.
do the rest under my breath. I will try to get as close as possible to the door without being, seen,
Okay.
and see if I can see what Kyle has gotten himself into.
All right.
Normally, he wouldn't charge like that unless it was to somebody that he recognized, but we've also never seen him attack. So, this didn't look like an attack, though. This looked like excited puppy. So, I'll
Alright.
just try to see in and see if I can, make anything out.
All right, Frankie, by yourself, you slip up to the door, and you're sneakily, stealthily, roguishly peering into the room beyond.
Right.
First off, it's deserted,
Oh, okay.
but it is in neat order of what's left of it. Tools, weapons, armor, it's all gone.
Okay, so there's, nothing inside.
But there are still tables and chairs, and a couple bunks.
Okay, that's unusual.
Yes.
So it looks like it... I mean, does it look like the furniture could fall apart if you sit on it?
You can't quite tell because there's a perpetual layer of frost on everything. A few of them have icicles dangling down.
Gotcha.
So you can't get a real good look at the furniture.
Okay, understood.
You do see Kyle's footprints going straight through to another door that is partially open that goes through the main walls into the castle.
Into the castle.
Yes.
So the guardhouse is attached to the castle.
From your experience in castles being a noble lady and all that, you do know some of them have guardhouses both on the inside and outside of the main doors.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
That door leads to a mirror image of this guardhouse just inside the great doors.
All right, I motion the guys forward, and we will continue stealthing.
Okay.
We put Tarur in front to track the dog.
All right, you guys are going in front. It's really easy to follow his prints right now.
Yeah, because he's going through the frost.
And everything. You step into the other guardhouse, exactly like the one you just came through, just flipped. Tools are missing, but furniture is iced over. And you step out. Before I describe the place, I would like another con save. If you could roll for Kyle as well, since he's already run through.
All right, let's do him first. He rolled a 12, so a 13, correct?
13, okay.
No, let's do me first, because my page is on top. I need to do that again. They keep popping. Oh, that's good. That's a total of 20.
Okay.
Now let's do me. Advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 22.
And 15.
All right. So you guys do find Kyle just on the other side of the door. He is shivering now.
Oh, buddy.
He is taking 1 level of freeze.
What does that mean?
I'm using it as the same point system as
exhaustion?
So he's extremely cold, so he now has disadvantage on his checks.
He probably got super chilled because he was so sweaty.
Yep. Tarur, you just passed. Okay.
Noted.
Yes. So, inside the now courts, the front plaza, it's an open square. The remains of overgrown shrubs, some still in partial bloom, trees, fountains, everything stands frozen, glittering in the starlight. There's ice everywhere, and there.
Do any of us have detect magic? No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Yeah, none of us have anything that would be helpful in that sort of thing. Could I do an Arcana check?
Nowheres, you want to do an Arcana check?
Nope, I don't. Could I do an Arcana check?
I mean, sure, you can try.
Nope.
What'd you get?
Nope. No, I got a 3, so it's a total of 6.
You can't tell.
Okay.
This is a frozen wonderland.
Great.
Yeah.
Could I do, nope, never mind.
What did you want to do?
I wanted to do a nature check, but that's definitely intelligence-based.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, could I do a nature check?
Yeah.
It's double digit. Oh, it's not great. That's not bad. 16.
It is like this place was plucked out of a frozen tundra.
So this is probably just Patchwork doing Patchwork's thing?
Probably.
Okay.
The one thing of note, there is no wind or mist anymore.
Now that we're inside?
Now that you're inside.
Got you.
It's just ice everywhere, small mounds of snow here and there, like in leeways and whatnot. At the far end of the square, from the gates that are frozen shut, there's a sweeping flight of stairs that leads up to the main doors of the keep. There are 7 steps, by the way.
Okay.
And here and there, rubble, just like lies covered in snow and ice, pieces of the fallen castle, walls, roofs, towers, what have you. And the doors that lead inside, officially, are broken open. The right side lay in splintered sections across the stairs and wall. The left is still attached only by the lowest hinge, and there are several icy connections along it and icicles that hang down all the way to the floor.
Wow, okay. And Kyle still seems to want to pull forward?
Yes,
Okay.
Kyle still wants to pull forward.
We will continue following the dog.
Into the room beyond.
Yeah,
All right.
apparently.
So this was once the Great Hall of the Keep. Not the throne room, but the Great Hall.
Right.
What were once pillars lay around the room in ruins. Some of them toppled like domino fashion, others just like... The place is a mess.
Sure.
It's no longer a beautiful, great room of a castle where you'd hold your banquets and delegates and whatnot.
You'd hold your delegates.
Yeah, you'd hold your delegates there. No, visiting dignitaries would meet you here, what have your big brouhaha parties. Near the far end of the space, there is a giant hole in the floor,
Okay.
and it's matched by one in the ceiling. Goes all the way up through the tattered remains of the building, and possibly keeps going down to the basement dungeony levels.
Okay.
I would like all of you to make a perception check.
Including Kyle?
No need for Kyle.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a natural one. So that'll be a 9.
That's a natural 20, so that's a 25. I meant 26.
Yeah, no, that's a total of 6. I'll
Wow.
have you know my modifier is 5. So yeah, that's 2 nat 1s and 1 nat 20.
Wow. All right. So, Frankie and Nowheres, you guys are just gawking at the destruction of this place and the frost and the ice, just like covering everything that once was the crown of a kingdom. Tarur, you're not really swayed by all this pomp and circumstance and civilized wealth and whatnot. So you are able to see to one side of the hole, nestled in the lee of 2 collapsed pillars, is a small lean-to, and
Like somebody's been squatting here?
yeah, and a fire.
Like current
Fire, a small little fire crackling, shedding light and a little bit of warmth that you can't quite feel yet, but you can sense that there's warmth from this fire.
Can I see if anyone's near the fire?
Yes, you can, and with that roll, let me continue.
Okay.
Thick furs lay around this little lean-to, and in matching furs is a person, sitting with their back to the pillars, staring into the flames.
So they haven't noticed us.
They have not noticed you, Tarur. Frankie
Right,
doesn't.
sorry.
Frankie doesn't
Frankie
know.
doesn't know.
And Tarur, with that roll, you can tell it's an elf,
Okay.
long white hair.
So old.
The hair has been knotted, not like in dreads knots, but like whole sections of it, one big knot, holding it together, and it still goes down to his waist. Long ears poke out of the hair, there's notches in the ears.
Huh.
And he's old. Old.
So chances are he just can't hear us.
You don't know? What y'all gonna do?
I'm just sort of walking through the space, having a good time. Me
Are
and-
you
me and my
staying-
own bad self.
Are you staying within 10 feet of Frankie?
Oh yeah, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, you know, this place would have been really beautiful. I'm kind of reconstructing it in my head, so I just kind of go forward and kind of make a face at Tarur when I realize he's like completely stopped because, like, come on. I don't say anything to him, I just give him that look, you know?
Tari, do you point out the squatter?
No. I don't. I just sort of eye him, like,
Okay.
see if, like, Kyle doesn't seem to be super distracted by him.
All right.
We're kind of on a mission, so I just sort of like look at him and try to see what else I could figure out about him.
All right. How about all three of you roll your stealth since you're within the pass without a trace?
All right. 23.
23.
21 for Tarur. That's a 14.
Yep.
So I don't know what his stealth is. So 24, but like plus whatever.
Plus 2.
Okay. And now we come to the man with the disadvantage. That one's good. That one's better. So that'll be 27.
Okay. So
I just want to point out that the fighter had the second best roll.
So you guys are walking through the main frozen hall. Where are you going? Like what direction?
What direction is Kyle pulling?
Kyle is pulling you towards the hole.
Well, then that's where we're going.
All right. So as you guys get closer to the hole, this elf man's head comes up from the fire and he stares at you.
Tara waves awkwardly. Because he's the only one who saw him.
He slowly stands up. His eyes are ice blue. His skin is very pale and deeply, deeply lined. You know those pictures of like the 100-year-old people with lines all over their face? That is his face. With the long notched ears. And he stands up slightly bent and looks at the four of you.
Tara raises a claw in a kind of half greeting and decides now is probably as good a time as any to nudge Frankie and direct her attention.
And what's Frankie's reaction?
She glares at Tara because this makes it obvious that he had already seen him. And then kind of gives a nod. Yeah, so like, do we go down here or...
What are you doing here?
Nowhere's jumps a little bit.
Nice.
Frankie steps forward.
Mm-hmm.
I do beg your pardon. I am Lady Francesca du Marat. We are here seeking a friend of ours, who we have reason to believe is in these premises.
You're looking for a friend?
Yes?
Here?
His dog seems to indicate that he is here, yes.
That's a nice dog.
Agreed.
I had a dog like that once when I was somewhere.
That's lovely. Yes, beautiful, wonderful. Yeah. So, we'll just...
So, where's your friend?
Through there, we think. She jerks her finger over towards where, Kyle is pulling.
Towards the hole.
Towards the hole.
Ah! You want to go down there?
I think want is a strong word, but yes, that's where we're headed.
Well, stretches a bit further. Shuffles around the fire, pulling his furs tighter over his bony frame. I could take you.
Oh!
Smiles a smile that's missing too few many teeth.
Well, that would be wonderful, thank you.
Okay. This way.
Nowhere's is immediately suspicious. And Tara is just along for the ride at this point.
Alright, so this old elf man takes point and is shuffling towards the hole in the ground. And as he gets closer, you notice there are steps carved into it, spiraling around and going down.
Well, that's convenient at least.
I need all of y'all to do a con save again.
Great. We'll do me first.
Okay.
That's okay. That's even better. That'll be a 26.
Yep.
21.
Yep.
Kyle has a nat 20. Yeah, he does. That's such a good boy.
Good boy.
He's a good boy. And a 16 for Tarur.
Nice. All right, Tower, you just passed it again.
I do feel the cold.
Yeah, you do. So you guys are going down to the basement, going down, walking these carved, worn steps into the sides of this destroyed foundation. And there is ice and frost covering everything. Icicles hanging down like spears and teeth. Eventually, you come down to the bottom, and there is a mouth of a cavern
Okay.
pointing south.
Huh.
And the old man ushers you in, leading you straight in. Well, if your friend is here, he'd be maybe this way.
So, have you lived here long?
387 years and 15 days.
Wow. That's remarkable. So, like, are you employed by, like, the owners, or are you the owner, or...
Nope,
Oh.
I'm just squatting.
Gotcha. Okay.
At this point, we're going to pause with this group.
Okay. Like, right there?
Right there, we are going to go to Anna.
Okay. 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 That's fine. Just Anna.
Yep,
Okay. All right.
Anna,
Yes.
you're in Mokana.
Right.
This is your first night there.
Okay.
You and your party just arrived that night, that afternoon, evening.
And we got ourselves a room.
Yes, at the Griffin's Nest.
Right.
There you had the strange encounter with the owner. She knew Frankie from before Patchwork.
Yes, before Patchwork.
Her name's Nessa.
Right.
Now it's just before dawn.
Okay.
You're in your room.
Mm-hmm.
You're in your bed. Across the room in the other bed is True, still asleep.
Okay.
Can you please make a perception check?
Sure. 10
Total.
total.
Okay.
You gotta keep in mind, this is Anna.
This is Anna. All right. So it's just before dawn, as I said. The sun isn't even cracking on the horizon.
Okay.
As you sit up, there's a strange swirl of snow drifting from under the door.
Oh, I assume it's Rho.
Yeah, there's no draft of cold air.
Okay, yeah, I will assume it's Rho.
Okay, what do you do?
I stand up and go to the door to open it.
Okay. Well, there in the hall, a few doors down, is Ro leaning against the wall, and he seems to be reading something.
Hello, sir.
Did I wake you?
No, not at all.
Oh, good. Glances at his book, closes it, puts it in his vest. Why don't you get ready for the day?
Right now?
I don't see another time.
Oh, all right. I'll go get dressed.
I'll be right here.
Do I wake True as I start strapping on my armor and everything?
No, strangely. There's this weird, like, as you're moving your metal and everything, there's this weird, distorted echo to every sound you're making.
So this is a dream, maybe.
You don't know. You could roll something to try to find out if you want.
I think I just assume it is a dream.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You finish getting dressed, go back into the hall where Ro is waiting for you.
Apologies for the wait.
Oh. What is a few minutes when I've lived how long?
Right. What can I do for you?
You know, that's a good question. I have been keeping an eye on your progress. Coming here.
Is it satisfactory?
Yes. What you did in Green Hill, thank you.
Of course.
You did very well.
I can't imagine having done anything else.
So true. I've also spoke with a friend. Someone who actually holds you very dear.
Oh,
And we've been talking about what's going on. And what you will be facing here and to come. There's something...
you mean here in Mokana or you mean here in Patchwork?
Yes.
Oh. All right.
There is something we want to give you.
Oh, well, I would be honored.
So if you'll come with me. He leads you to the stairs that leads back down into the inn. And at the top of the stairs is this stone door.
Did I notice this the night before, or is it something new?
It's new.
All right.
And as you approach, the door opens
Automatically.
automatically.
Is there a dog at it?
Yes. It is a Harlequin Great Dane.
Aww.
And she is sitting there, prim and proper, head almost to your shoulder.
Wow.
As she's sitting there, and tail is thup, 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 thup,
I
thup,
reach out towards her
and she leans into your hand.
and I scratch her head.
She nuzzles and then slips back as Rho continues through the doorway.
All right. So this isn't one of Rho's magic portals. This is one of the dog portals.
This is a door.
Yes.
Yeah. Now beyond the door is a stone passage.
Okay.
There are smokeless torches on the walls every 5 feet. And this passage is going straight. The ground is flat and it looks carved by natural erosion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this cave.
All right.
After about 10 minutes of walking with Rho through here, the floor begins to slope down.
Okay.
And then becomes a set of spiraling stairs going down.
So the corridor transforms into stairs.
Yes,
Do I look like I'm in a building or in a tunnel?
a tunnel.
All right.
Yep. And it's going down and down and down a long time.
All right.
Then eventually it stops at another stone door.
All right.
And there's the Harlequin Great Dane again, smiling at you.
I give her a little bow and reach for her head again.
And she leans in for the scratch. And Rho opens the door and steps aside for you, Anna.
Thank you. I step through.
And beyond is a giant cavern.
Just a cavern.
Stalactites and stalagmites reach like teeth from the floor and the high vaulted ceiling. The space is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, the door is not in a wall. It's just freestanding.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just standing.
just a door.
Just a door opening into a hallway that doesn't exist
Right.
beyond it.
Right.
Magic.
Well, it's exactly what we saw with Theodora.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Also, this space, as I said, this space is huge. It's big enough to fit all of Dezka City into it.
Oh, so it's real big.
It's real big.
It's
yes.
real big. Okay.
Massive. Could you do a perception check real quick?
Certainly. 11.
All right. As you're stepping here, you do get the feeling that you're not alone, but you can't see
All right.
anything.
Yes.
Because the place is filled. There are statues of all sizes in random places scattered about from hundreds of different cultures, races, and eras. There are relics of ancient civilizations near and far. They're like littering the places. Paintings, tapestries, clothing, armor, weapons, whole and partial ships of various kinds, and gold and jewels. The place is a treasure trove. There are trails and pathways leading through everything, winding, just like randomly placed.
This is a fascinating dream.
And near to where the door opened is a large ship. A trimane.
Is Rho still with me?
Yes.
This is beautiful. Did this used to be underwater?
No.
How did a ship come in here?
Magic.
Ah, I suppose.
Yes.
It's a beautiful vessel.
The keeper of this place loves collecting things.
Right. It's beautiful. Why have you brought me here?
Come. And he leads you up onto the ship. It's old. The oars are sticking upright as if it's docked. The sails are furled for storage. There are round shields on the railings up at the top, each depicting something different, has a different painting on it. Most of them have dragons on them.
Oh,
There's one in different motifs that keep repeating
the same.
dragon over and over, just like a spiked ridge going down its head and neck, kind of like a mohawk.
What color is it? Are any of them painted?
Some of them are. Roll a perception on that.
That's good. That's really good. That's the only way that Anna would ever score well. She rolled a 17, so
Wow.
that's a modified 20.
The dragon, almost every single one of these pictures of dragons on the shield is silver.
Like metallic.
Like a metallic. Yes. Silver scales with blue eyes.
Are there other dragons that show up multiple times?
There are a few here and there.
And what color are they?
There are other metallic types.
So there are no chromatic colored dragons.
No chromatics.
It's all metallic.
Yep.
So I don't necessarily know that this is the same silver dragon. It's just many depictions of metallic dragons.
Yeah.
And some of them happen to be silver.
The majority of them are silver.
All right.
Yeah. So Rho leads you up onto the trimane, up onto the main deck. And as you step up there with him, Anna, it seems familiar now.
Familiar as in I have been on a similar ship?
You have seen this scene unfolding in front of you. There are these pillars
Oh my
leading
gosh.
down.
Okay.
With last time you saw this, you couldn't see what these pillars had on them.
Right.
This time you can.
Okay.
There's a pillar with these leather-like gloves on them with red gems in a circle pattern.
Uh-huh.
There's a deck of cards.
Uh-huh.
There's a strange circlet with some rings on it. There is another one with these 6 old and tarnished silver bracelets. There's on a very smaller one, wrapped in this field of magic, is a dull silver set of chainmail. And then across from that one is a glaive standing up on end. In front of the glaive, there's a small book as well.
Like I saw in my vision.
Like you saw in your vision. There are a couple more pillars left. There's a small hand axe on one. There's another one with 3 ghostly gems. And then there's an empty pillar.
Okay. I turn to Rho with the most gigantic grin on my face and I say, I've been here before. I've not been here, but I've seen this before. You were here before. Is this your place? Is this the dwelling of the builders?
He smiles and laughs. No, a friend of ours. This is their space and has kindly let us keep stuff here for you.
Oh, so it's like a rentable storage unit.
I guess you could call it that, yes.
I understand.
Well, this over here is for you. And he leads you through the little pillars to the glaive.
The book, you mean?
Both. The book is yours already. It was your book of prayer from before you came here.
Thank you. I had no memory of this. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And the glaive is meant for you, Anna.
It's much too fine a weapon for me.
No, it's yours.
I have never owned a weapon so fine as this.
Not yet, but now you will. He smiles, that little sparkling smile of his. It's an old relic from your world.
I hardly feel comfortable touching it. It's beautiful.
Oh yes, it was made by Sana Ashun herself.
Really?
Yes?
Now Anna really doesn't want to touch it. She's completely in awe.
You know, I spoke with her.
Did you?
Oh yeah. She and I have a good rapport.
I'm glad to hear it, and I believe it.
I'm glad you believe it. Not many people would.
I don't see why.
We'll get into that some other time. But she wants you to have this. Ever since you met Shatter and started your path into her order, she has meant this weapon to be yours.
I don't recall Shatter, I'm afraid.
You will. You will. You will remember Shatter. She was your mentor.
The one who trained me, you mean?
Yes. When you first met her, you were but a girl and she refused. And she came back, I don't know how many years. But you had dedicated yourself to proving that you could be a paladin, and she took you on.
Then I am incredibly, forever grateful. Are you sure this is meant for me and not for my mentor?
This is meant for you. Spoken by Sana Ashun herself.
Now that I do have trouble believing, forgive me.
That's
This is
all right.
so fine a weapon. I thank you, I guess. I don't know what to say.
Your thanks is enough.
All right. So, now what?
Take it.
All right. She takes the prayer book
Of
first
course she does.
and kind of quickly thumbs through it, tries not to take too much time because she doesn't want to be rude and make this guy wait.
Well, as you're flipping through it, you do see notes in your handwriting, little prayers for people. Passages have meant something to people, so you put their names next to it so you can remember them. And of course, in the cover is your name.
Wow. Okay. I resolve to spend more time with this very soon, but again, I don't want to detain the builder. So I tuck the book down under my armor.
Okay. And you take the glaive.
Yes, with much hesitation.
It almost has no weight to it in your hands.
That's surprising.
And seeing your face, Ro laughs a bit. It was meant for you.
It weighs nothing. Surely it'll break.
No, this is a magical weapon.
I did not mean to doubt Sana Ashun. I've never felt a weapon so light in my hand. It feels like nothing at all.
It will feel much too heavy for anyone else who tries to use it.
That's... I'm glad the others aren't here to see this. Because they would laugh at this as folly. But thank you.
You're welcome. Now, there are other things from Sana Ashun and her sisters.
Really?
Yes, here in Patchwork. For you, actually. And you...
They already knew I would be here.
Sana Shun has her fingers everywhere.
She does, yes.
Yes, she does. When she knew you were coming, she made sure that there were things that would help you. So there are these rings scattered throughout the area you're in right now.
In Mokana.
Yes. That as you collect them, they will help you with what you will have to deal with in Mokana and in Patchwork itself.
Well, praise be to the Mother God, I guess.
Yes. You have already collected a couple of them.
Have I?
Yes.
Well, I only have this ring. But she fiddles with the opal ring that she wears on her hand. The one that that causes the perception proficiency.
What about that jade one that you got from Maximus?
I beg your pardon.
You got it last night. From Maximus, the jade one.
Oh, I'd forgotten.
Yes, it allows you to cast Sending twice per day.
Oh, I didn't... Goodness. All right.
Anna, could you give me a perception check?
Sure. 8. I'm very moved. Yes.
This is flabbergasting.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
going on? All right. So as you're holding the glaive, it shines and it shimmers in your hand with radiant glitter.
Holy glitter.
From the corner of your eye, you do see the pillar that has the 3 gems on it. And they start to sparkle with the same pattern as your glaive.
I think only of how beautiful it is. And give thanks to Sona Oshun.
All right. So as you're staring at the glaive, you hear distant voices and footfalls.
I look to Ro to see if he is surprised or alarmed.
Ro is gone.
And there you have it. Another episode of K&K Play D&D is in the books.
That was episode number 9 of Anna in Mokana.
They did the thing.
They got...
No, they didn't. Ro just disappeared.
I'm off.
Yeah, you are. You've been editing a lot of episodes. Spoiler alert.
I'm on episode 12.
It's fine.
Editing.
It's fine.
Stuff happens.
If you would like to encourage Keith as he does all of this editing, you know how to do that. You can reach us on social media at KKPlayDND on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter mostly. Hit like, hit share, let your friends know about us.
We'd love for them to join us here.
We sure would.
Sure would. Join in the fun.
I wrote the music for the soundtrack, most of it. Keith wrote one of the pieces, and all of the ambient tracks. Did we use any? We probably
Yes,
did.
we did.
Probably used a lot. They're from tabletopaudio.com. They're amazing.
Good stuff. Finally, I'm the first K, the Keith.
And I'm the second K, Garin.
Thank you for listening.
And be well.
And be well.
That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible.
You want to redo it?
No, I don't.